you do for work?
Question's kind of what don't I do, but I
Yeah.
had a lot of hats. I'm internal bookkeeping and then payroll and then, but I also do graphic design. Yeah, it's kind of just all over the place. But
Yeah,
I'm
yeah. I
also a
mean,
professional artist. I have been since I was 16.
oh, right on.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm really big and I love art, photography, all
Mhm.
that stuff. So I'm right there with you.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like an old school airbrush artist too. So
Oh, very cool. That's cool. I love that.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
these days you got to have more than one job, a job to pay your
right.
taxes and then have a little job on the side.
Yeah.
Facts.
It's
Oh, yeah.
it's crazy, but hopefully we'll get back to where we were before.
Mm.
So, do you guys do these? Do you guys do a lot of these, like
Like every
interviews
Monday night.
every Monday night?
Yeah,
Hmm.
normally every Monday night. Yeah, the last 2 Mondays, I got a little caught up with work, and so it has to
Yeah,
be done when it has to be done. So,
yeah, yeah. You guys can ask me anything you want. Just any questions, whatever. It's all good.
well,
Yeah.
I do want to say happy Monday, bro.
Happy
Welcome
Monday.
everybody to another amazing day. You finally got over work. You
Yeah,
found home. You come chill. You grab
yeah.
your nugs. I personally already got mine ready to go. That's fine
Yeah.
zone. So shit, we coming here to have a good time, catch up
Yes.
on some of the. And you guys were talking about you guys having a little bit of bad weather out there.
Yeah, I mean, the last few weeks have been pretty bad. We've gotten like a foot of snow, which is kind of unusual for where I am. And I mean, up in the upper northern Michigan, they're used to it, but we're not used to it quite so much here. So, but it is what it is. We're all used to the snow and the cold, so it's still we're still got to work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh yeah, Bill's gonna still keep coming.
Yeah,
They don't give
yeah,
a damn.
yeah. No, the mail lady keeps coming with the bill, so got to keep it rolling. Yeah.
Oh,
So where are you guys located?
I'm in Lake of the Ozarks, Missouri.
Oh, okay. You too?
no, I'm
No.
I'm in Texas.
Oh, Texas.
Yeah.
Oh, you're no weed's not legal there, is it?
Huh?
Cannabis isn't legal there, is it?
Um, sure.
It's legal everywhere. We're past that shit.
Yeah, I was like, it's legal if I say it's legal, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's
no,
like
it's
this.
no.
This was literally earth made. I didn't add any special ingredients to make it look or to do what it does. It's just just natural gray green and
Did you grow that outside?
no, bro,
No.
fucking inside.
Oh, right on. Looks good.
Yeah, she got us almost as tall as me. I was excited for an autoflower.
Yo, dude, that's pretty big, man. I gave my buddy a clone one time, and he got it as tall as his roof of his house. I was like blown away. It
Wow.
was like he had to. It was like 15 feet high. It was nuts. I've
Wow.
never seen anything, but there was no bud on it. It was just a big lanky tree.
He got it to a tree size.
Huh?
He got it to a tree size without flowering it out.
Yeah. I mean, there was a little bit of. I mean, nothing you can fucking
You.
worthwhile. It was just kind of fun to see.
So
Yeah.
I
So.
was like, are you excited for the American Autoflower Cup? I know that's coming up soon.
Yeah, I'm really excited. So this will be the third year, the third annual American Auto Flower Cup. The first year I took first place. Um, Last year I placed like 12th, which was, I was kind of surprised. I thought I entered good enough cannabis, but at the end of the day, there's always going to be someone that can grow better than you. So um, just kind of go with it and just kind of work. So this year it's just a little different. I timed it a little different, grew them a little. I think last year I grew them too soon, so I was holding on to it quite a while prior to the event. This year I kind of timed it a little bit better. I'll be submitting probably 6 to 7 different strains. Um, I'll be entering fast buds, Mephisto Genetics and Night Owl by Daz. So it's kind of a little like a competition in itself to see who these the breeders are the best of the best. So we're gonna see who wins. It's like a competition for myself as well to see between these three breeders or these three different breeders to see who's the best. If
Yeah.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely fun. Plus, you get to meet a lot of amazing people that you either encounter through watching their videos or just, meeting them in
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, it's definitely a blast to get out there. I honestly don't know if I'm going to be able to make it this year. Um, the last 2 years, Fast Buds has kind of sponsored me. They paid for all of it. This year, I decided to enter other people's strains like Mephisto and Night Owl. So I don't know if they were too happy about that, but so they're not sending me out there this year. And I mean, it's like only $500 for a plane ticket, hotel, and the airfare, or in a car. But all the flights, it's like the flights don't make sense. Like I would be flying, like there's no afternoon flight, direct flight. There's none of that. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like I don't want to be flying for 14 hours, you
Tell me
know.
about it, bro. I
And
hate that.
then when like going there wasn't bad, but on the way back it was like the only flights that were like overnight flights. So I mean, and if you want to get like a daytime flight, it's an extra $300, and I don't really have $800. I could do the 500, but I can't pay $800 to $1,000 just to, I can't afford that. I have three children, so I just I'll ship the samples, and if I win, I win, and if not, I mean, I would love to go and hang out with everybody. I've made quite a few friends doing all of this. We're all
Yeah.
like really personally good friends. Like I made friends with all the fast buds. Sebastian, Kevin, even Chubbs, good buddy Flowers. These are all like amazing people.
Bro,
You know,
yes, I got to meet actually I got to meet all of them. Kevin, I got to meet him in Virginia, and then
yeah.
everybody else I've met him in Vegas, and just
Yeah,
amazing dudes.
I was supposed to go to BizCon, whatever, like 2 months ago or whatever, but I legitimately got on the plane, and as we're all sitting there, they said that they had a maintenance problem. So it was like we sat there and sat there. I ended up getting off the plane and getting a refund because they ended up sitting there for like 12 hours. And then they ended up canceling the flight, and it was a fucking mess. So I didn't get to make it, but it is what it is. So, and with all the airplanes, all the issues that are going on with the airplanes right now, it's like,
Oh, the crashes, yeah.
yeah, I think there's been a record of like 84 crashes, and it's only what, February? I,
Yeah.
I, I mean, I don't necessarily want to do that. It's like I said, I have three kids, and it's just like risky, you know.
Right.
So, although I love going to Hollywood, I've been there twice. It's American Auto Flower Cup is a blast. It's fun, but it just doesn't make sense for me right now, unfortunately. So I don't have the extra money. I put a lot of time and effort into all this growing. Um, I don't think like people really understand. Like I know they know it takes a lot to grow, but just all the extra shit, like the editing, just everything on that page. I've done it myself. I've grown every single plant. I do the editing. You know, when you see the plants with the cool background, and then you see the name of the strain with like the Fast Buds logo in the background, that's like all five or six different pictures all like combined into
Mm-hmm.
one. I'm like layering all these pictures. It takes a lot of time, you know.
No, I
Um,
bet I believe
Yep.
you, bro. I was like just making the little small shorts and shit and take a cool hour or so, and that's just to make something that's only 5 seconds.
yeah,
Like
yeah. I
5
mean,
seconds.
so it's a lot of work on top of just making sure the plants are happy. I mean, so it's a lot of work. It's like a full-time fucking job. you know.
It is, and it is.
Yeah, growing's one thing, and then you're taking it to the next photography, and then the editing and all that stuff. There's a lot of different like aspects of this whole thing, which I love doing it. I don't even really. I've taken a break off smoking. I haven't been smoking for a few months.
Wow.
I really dig taking the pictures. That's where the passion is. I love to grow cannabis, and
Right.
taking pictures have helped me get through the hardest times of my life. When I'm in the garden, there's not anything that I'm thinking about. It's just a person in the camera. As an artist, I'm sure you can kind of understand what I
I
mean.
am relating 100.
Yeah, and that's why a lot of people have gardens in the backyard. They're growing vegetables because getting in the dirt, being with the earth, it's all good for you. It like releases the dopamine in your brain. So um, that's where the passion is for me, is the photography. I really love doing that stuff. It's
Oh yeah.
fun. Yeah. So um,
What are some of these strains that you're competing, and have you captured any of these pictures?
Yeah, the the strawberry purple popsicle that's just recently I posted by Night Owl with the purple background. That one's going to be going. I have a whole list. I have like I think 6 or 7 different strains. Um, excuse me, like off the top of my head, guava by Fast Buds, orange Oreo, golden Oreos. Those are by Mephisto. Um, Purple popsicle, strawberry popsicle. That's going, and I can't remember the other one. There's just like I have like I said, 6 or 7 different. I can't remember them off the top of my head. They're all gonna go.
Those
So
are the ones that mainly catch your attention that we're
yeah,
working on.
yeah. It's just everything about them, the structure of the bud, the smell, the terpene profile. I would, like to take at least third place, if anything. I know last year, the first year that there was the Autoflower Cup, it was nuts. What I had to do to get my strains there, like, you know, it was just the first year. I haven't really told anybody about this, but the first year I grew them, and then you had to submit them by person in hand. Uh,
Oh, wow.
So I had to fly. I flew out there 3 weeks prior to the event. I sent the trains to the hotel. So I was praying to God that they like when I went to check in, they were like, "Hey, I sent the box to myself."
Right.
So I prayed to God that they were holding it, or they had the box for me. It all just happened to work. I shipped it to myself. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
3 weeks prior to the event, I went out to Cali, picked up the boxes. I had to separate them all into like individual packages. I had 3 or 4 strains. So I had to like go to the I had to go to the grocery store, buy a fucking scale, and then I went to Walmart and got all these little glass jars. I was like walking out of the place with like a backpack full of jars, just cleaning all together. And then
Yeah.
I had to go to the dispensary and submit them in person. And then I was out there for like 3 days, and then I flew home. And then 3 weeks later, I flew back to Cali for the competition. So much went into what I had to do just to get them there. Now it's like, you just ship them in the mail and they do the rest.
Right.
So I think the first time there was like really only 15 to 20 submissions, and I had like 4 of them.
Wow.
And then last year I think there was like 64 different samples. And this year I'm assuming there's probably going to be close to 80 to 100.
Nice.
So it's getting bigger and bigger. And
Nice.
like I said prior, there's always going to be someone that can grow better than you. It's just all about luck and the judges. So
Yeah.
the best of the best will win. I'll be happy with top 5, but the whole goal is to at least win a trophy. So you don't want to do all this work for 4 months, 5 months, and just like not win. everybody wants to win. It's just like a pat on the back for yourself, you know.
Be like, I want to win.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be like greedy or anything, but you know, we're all doing this to win. You know, we don't do all this work not to win. You know, um,
Yes,
but
I see that, but like it's like seeking somebody else's approval without having the same taste buds that you have.
yeah, yeah,
You know, like because everybody at the end of the day is gonna like something a little bit different, or something that you taste is not gonna taste exactly like what they're capturing. It
oh,
could be do
absolutely,
something that they ate just before, something they're
yeah,
cooking, or they just don't have those taste buds like we do. So
yeah. I
like
mean, it's
it's
like
kind of hard to like say, yeah,
it's
this
it's kind of like when you go buy a bottle of cologne and you spray it on yourself, and then you give it to your buddy, and he sprays the same exact cologne.
Mm-hmm.
The way your body is made up, it's gonna smell different on this person than it does myself, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like the terpenes, like these
Mhm.
terpenes are gonna affect you differently than they're gonna affect me. So I might like this strain more than you like this
Yeah.
strain. You
But
know, so that's what's so cool about cannabis is because of all these different genetics and all the
mhm.
terpene profiles. It does different. Like we could all be smoking the same exact joint, rotating it, and I could be blown out, and you're not high. You know.
Bro, it's funny. It's funny. Every time I go to the homie's house, he's like fucking,
Yeah, dude.
and I'm like, damn, bro, we just started. Like we
Yeah,
just started.
yeah. So that's always
That
fun.
would be me.
And some people are lightweight, you know, just like alcohol. I'm a lightweight, you know. So
Lightweight.
my
Yep.
buddy over here is 30 years deep, and
Lightweight.
I'm like falling off my chair after 2 beers or something, you know. So, um,
That's good stuff, right?
yeah. So you know, I grow a lot of different strains. I started this page. I started growing. Well, the whole story was I used to own a restaurant, and I bought a restaurant in 2014, and I was a owner operator. I mean, it was a big restaurant. The first 2 years were absolutely incredible. We were pushing $700,000 in food, and
Nice.
not
Nice.
only not only that, I was cooking everything. I was behind the grill. There was like 20 employees, and you know, I'm the owner and the manager and all of this other shit.
Mm-hmm.
The first 2 years were amazing. The next 3 years, we dealt with construction. The restaurant sat in the dead center of a $25 million construction project.
Oh God.
So
Yeah.
that's when I really started to grow cannabis to actually make money. I shouldn't be talking about this, but to actually make money because um, when you own a business like that, all the bills stay the same. The rent stays the same. The
Yep.
electricity, the food prices are fluctuating, if not going higher. You know, but you lost 50 to 60% of the business because the entrance is closed, or they're
Right.
doing. There's no one wants to travel on the road that they're doing construction on.
Yep.
So, you know,
No
I
place to
really,
park and yeah.
yeah, it sucked. It like it ruined in the plaza that we're in. There was like 3 or 4 businesses that went out of business just because they had no, you know, like the sushi went out of business. So that's when I really started to grow to make up the difference in the bills because owning a restaurant, I couldn't go out and get another job. I couldn't go to like Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we were open from 7 in the morning to 8 at night. I was literally there for like 12 hours a day. So at that time, I had like a 5,000 square foot house. The whole basement was like 3,400 square feet. So it was just completely filled with cannabis, you know, and I had to make up, I had to do what I had to do, you
Yeah.
know, and then we survived the construction. And then that like the 4th year after that, or the 6th year, whatever, COVID hit, you know, and that was like, we all know what happened with COVID.
Yeah.
It ruined the restaurant industry. And to this day, the restaurant industry has not been the same,
No.
you know, so,
Mm-hmm.
um, that's when I kind of made the decision to just to let the business go. It's not really what I wanted to do, but I couldn't handle the stress anymore. And at that time, like cannabis was really taking off in the state of Michigan, so I kind of I kind of went all in on this cannabis thing, and by the grace of God, I'm still standing. So back in 2018, I started the Instagram page when it became legal, and back then I was just kind of growing, well, to make money, but for fun, and then it really developed into like photography. It really the passion. I love to take pictures. I really find myself more comfortable with myself behind the camera lens. And I don't know. I don't only take pictures of cannabis. Like I go out and take pictures of nature. Like I have a Freegrow8 photography page that's just strictly non-photography, non-cannabis related. So um, I feel comfortable with myself behind the lens. And since 2018, I've won a few awards. I've won 2 awards for photography, which was one of them was the Emerald Cup. I don't know if you guys know what the Emerald Cup is. You ever heard of that?
Yeah.
That's one of the biggest events in the United States. Everyone knows the Emerald Cup. So I actually won Best Amateur Photograph. So that was really cool. And then won I did win the American Autoflower Cup. So I've won like 3 different trophies, which, it's still kind of unbelievable. I have to pinch myself every once in a while. Um,
Bro, that's an
That's
achievement for
awesome.
sure. That
yeah,
you
and then I started making my way into all these magazine companies. I've been in Skunk Magazine, Grow Magazine, made it into High Times, Ethos. There's been 7 different magazine companies that I've made it into, and I've been published in about 25 different magazines, which, I don't even know. I don't even know why, or I don't know how I've done it, but like I said, by the grace of God, um,
Hey, bro,
you
you're
know,
saying that you're just doing it because you love it, and
yeah, yeah.
some of these things that people are seeing, and I'm one of them. Like, and when people are just being themselves,
Yeah,
posting cleverly, like,
I try to keep the page positive, and when I post, a picture, I'll try to like and work into like what art means to me or something positive or a caption of like a quote or something. It's not just all this bud and like it's I don't want to be the best grower in the world. I just kind of want to be recognized for the photography aspect of it all. I really dig the photography, and that's where a lot of people I feel have really caught on is because pictures. Back when COVID started, we were all only thing we could do is scroll on our phones. So
Right.
the pictures really took off. And I'm thankful because you know. Michigan is flooded with cannabis, yeah, and there's some major companies that do all this that have hundreds of, millions of dollars invested into them, and I'm literally like doing all of this. This is all being put together with like $1 and a dream. I don't have a big, expensive, multi-million-dollar facility. I just I grow at home and I have a nice barn and uh, so I got a question. A lot of people don't believe me when I say this, but all the pictures and everything that I've created have been with my iPhone. My
Nice.
iPhone 14 Max Pro. I'm working on getting the 16, so hopefully the pictures get a little better. So all kind of content, the pictures, everything on the page has been used with my iPhone. So anybody could do this. If you have an iPhone, anybody
uh,
could.
yeah,
It's
Elkanah actually
Mhm.
captures some amazing work. Like, I'm not sure if I can do
yeah,
all the share paging right now because I don't really want it to slow down if it's going good.
yeah.
um, but
There's
yeah, dude, he captures some amazing work. So yeah,
yeah, man. It's like to me, the camera or the phone, whatever, is just the device I take the pictures with. All of the pictures and
Mhm.
everything has been created in my mind. I see all the pictures before I take them.
Yep.
If
Exactly.
that makes sense.
100%. Yep.
It's all been created in the mind. The camera is just what I take the pictures to capture what I'm thinking. As an artist, you can kind of relate.
Yep.
So then, it developed from growing to make money to pictures. And then now it's developed into, this. I've started a clothing brand. And here's, like one of the shirts.
Very nice.
Thank you. I have two different websites, a website that I've actually made, and then the other one is a print on demand website. Like, I think it's Printify or something, so I don't have a
Yeah.
bunch. Yeah.
Mm.
I've made, I brought up, here's a pair of swim trunks,
Nice.
You can't really tell just on camera, but these are like actually really sick. They got my logo on them. They have a stash pocket. Excuse me. There's about 528 different products, on this page.
So you've been busy, huh?
Yeah. If you go to my link, all the links will pop up. You can kind of scroll through everything. I mean, and it's not your typical rolling trays or your grinders or your papers or your lighter. It's none of that. It's all like,
Apparel.
apparel, glasses, hoodies, sweatshirts, t-shirts, sweatpants, like board shorts, skateboards. I bought a shower. I made a shower curtain. Like, I actually had to buy it too. I bought one for my own shower. It's fucking sick. It's like printed, and it's all like legitimate, perfectly. It's all nice stuff. I've bought a lot of it just to make sure it's like good enough to sell to people. I don't want someone to get something and it's like shitty,
Right.
I've
You want your
sold-
name on something, yeah.
Yeah, I've actually sold thousands of dollars worth of stuff, which I'm thankful for. So
Very
it keeps
cool.
it keeps on snowballing, and it moves into something else. Now it's like, I used to work for Bulletproof Genetics. I'm sure you guys have kind of seen all the bulletproof stuff that I've incorporated with my page.
Right.
I didn't realize when I started growing in Michigan, I ended up finding Bulletproof Genetics. I think it was back at the High Times in 2018 when it was here. I ended up getting my hands on some Bulletproof Genetics, and come to find out, he shopped at the same grocery store that I was shopping at. And at that time, I was super good friends with the owner, and I needed a job. He's like, hey, I got this buddy, Bulletproof Genetics. So he's like, let me put you in front of him. So, I went to his facility. Well, it was his house, and I started working for him. I worked with him side by side for 2 years. Thank you, Crimson. I appreciate that. So I started working for him side by side, and like a little over a year ago, he took his life. So that was tough to deal with, working with someone.
Uh-oh. Commercial break. It probably phone died or something. In the meantime, we'll be chatting it up.
Right.
Yeah,
He'll be
man,
back.
he has
Hi, everybody.
I
Nice to
definitely
see
like
you.
his
See
stories,
you.
man. He seems like a really awesome dude. Oh, he's back.
Yeah. Can you make it back? There we
Welcome
go.
back.
Yay.
When I started working for him, like 30 days before I started working for him, my wife, we were married for 13 years. She walked out of our relationship. A lot of it had to do with the cannabis, So I started working for him, and he really helped me through the hardest time of my life. Going through a divorce is like, I wouldn't wish that on anybody. I really wouldn't. It was the hardest time of my life. The last 3 years I've been going through just the emotions of like trying to just get over it, trying to
Reinvent
be myself again. Yeah, it's changed me. But at the same time, I'm really thankful for the cannabis, just because when I'm not feeling good or something, I'll go in there and start taking pictures, and it's like it. I don't even know how to say it. It just like sucks all I'm not thinking about anything else when I'm in there, which is nice.
You get in that zone.
Yeah.
Then you're like tunnel vision from there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when you get behind that camera and you're focusing on taking pictures, there's not really anything else going through your brain,
Yeah.
So those plants have seen me cry more than humans,
Mm-hmm.
So, but like I said, Eddie helped me through the hardest time of my life, and for him to take his life, it was tough, So
Mm-hmm.
about a year after he passed, or a couple, maybe 8 months to 9 months after he passed, through one of my friends, I got in front of his family, and I acquired all the genetics from the family. So I've got hundreds of thousands of seeds. I bought them all. I didn't get them for free. So they wanted a certain amount of money, and I was able to meet that. So I acquired like 35 different strains, and the
Nice.
whole point of me to do that was to kind of still continue his legacy, if you would, continue what he started. I mean,
That's
um,
pretty nice. Keep them in memory, bro, for sure.
if you started a huge business, or you would want to kind of see it continue, or at least I would. I wouldn't want to see the business fade
Mm-hmm.
away, So that's just my mentality, though.
Right.
So I really wanted to continue his legacy and continue what he started, and he was like a really well-known breeder in this state. Everybody knows Bulletproof Genetics if you're from Michigan. Um, so that's where I started. I acquired all the genetics. I got all the packaging from the family, and I made my website. And now I'm continuing to sell the packs. And he has to be up there helping me, because I swear I've sold so many packs. It's like insane. I never would have thought
That's
I would. I would have never thought. So. Um, that's where you're starting to see all these. If you've gone through my page, you're going to see bulletproof, 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 all this stuff that has to do with him. And now I'm starting the process of breeding. So I'll be creating more bulletproof genetics with his genetics, crossing them, S1ing them, anything I can do to continue to make more strains from what he started. So that's exciting. It's exciting, you know.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
definitely a chapter
Yeah.
to start, bro. There's definitely some content's gonna be coming in, right?
Yeah, yeah. So like this is the
Yeah,
recent
late for
issue.
me.
I don't know if you guys follow Skunk Magazine, but
Nice. Yeah.
this is the recent issue, and the clothing brand is actually in here, which would have been like the first time the clothing brand has been in a magazine, which was really cool. And then
Very nice.
this is bulletproof right here. I know you can't really see it, but this is the Cold Stone
Nice.
Tonic by
Here, let me.
Bulletproof Genetics.
Mm,
I grew it, photographed it, kind of came up with the article, and then the next page was Gary Poppins. I did this one as well.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, so this is like by Exotic Genetics, which is
oh
Hmm.
cool.
man, that looks nice.
This is the most published I've ever been in a magazine, and then uh, I wrote a story about Eddie and about how I met him. And so we were able to get the story. You can kind of see Bulletproof
Very cool.
Genetics. Yeah.
Hmm.
Myself, Ryan Gageby continues the legacy of Eddie. Uh,
Nice.
Eddie Hanselman, the late breeder of Michigan. So it's a nice 2-page article about him, how I met him, and how I
Very
grew all the
cool.
genetics. And, so shout out to Skunk Magazine, shout out to Grow Magazine. Um,
Hmm.
I've gained a lot of I've gained a lot of friends. It's crazy. Like there's no industry like the cannabis industry. I'm sure you guys have heard that as well. So I see you got a Grow magazine.
I haven't
Yeah,
even had a chance to open mine yet.
yeah.
I literally
I think I'm
just
in.
opened it.
Yeah.
We moved like right after I got it, and then it went into a box and it disappeared. I was like, man, I know
Yeah.
my stuff's in here
I'm in
somewhere.
this one too. Although it's only like an inch big or 2 inch by inch, but the Freegrow8 the clothing brand is,
Here, let me make it big over here.
yeah, it's
Yes.
right there. So shout out to Grow Magazine for putting the clothing brand in here.
Give me
Very
Um,
one
cool.
second.
so
Come on.
I've,
There you
the editors and all the people that put these magazines together. I can't say thank you guys enough for showing the artwork. It just it really blows my mind, capturing people by just taking pictures. You never would have thought. I actually made the cover of Grow magazine too, as well. Not this issue, but issues prior. With it was actually Bulletproof Genetics that I was able to get on the cover, so which was really cool. That was when he was alive. So yeah, it's just exciting. It all keeps leading into something else, like growing, photography, the clothing brand. Now we're doing seeds. I talked to Grow. Do you know who the Grove bags are?
Yeah, I actually got to talk to them. Like I've been using them for about 2 years now, but
Yeah.
got to hang out during the MJ BizCon for a little bit.
Yep.
A couple of the crew members that they had there.
Yeah, they have these representatives that go all around to all these different events.
Yeah,
I
dude,
just
that's like you really get to know people and who like the products that you're working with.
and yeah, I mean everyone's like for the most part, everyone's super down to earth. Like some of these bigger corporations, these owners are absolute fucking pricks. These
Yeah,
bigger girl.
if I see a suit and you're trying to stand next to a cannabis thing, I was like, I don't know. I'll still go talk to you, bro. But like, I already know that term Chad that everybody's using. I was like,
Yeah.
this is a Chad, and then
Oh,
then
you grow at home. It's like, yeah, we grow at home. Where do you think cannabis started? You guys are over here acting like you created cannabis themselves, like it yourself. It's crazy. Um, so yeah. Back to Grove Bags. I actually had a meeting with them today, and hopefully we're going to be doing a collaboration of an artist series where
hell yeah, dude.
so I put it. It's on my story today. On my stories on my page, you'll see um, the cannabis leaf. I took a picture of the cannabis leaf on my pool that I used to have. So it's like if you go to my stories, you'll see it. The picture is sick, and to have that like on a grow bag, that would be just. I think that would be pretty cool.
I got
Right.
them right
Yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah. So the whole Grove bag will be. There's not going to be any.
I've been
See,
busy, as you guys can
yeah,
see.
there won't be any windows on this bag. It's just going to be. If you go to my store, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. The whole bag will be like a picture, and so
Oh, hell
yeah,
yeah.
we're gonna try to
That's
do like an artist series of Grove
Very
bags.
cool.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
When I talked to them in person, I was trying to get pretty much a custom Grow Me Talk one.
yeah.
I was like, we have a couple of designs coming out, and it would be nice to have like your own bags, especially when I'm having it right here. I could just have them in the background, boom, 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 boom,
Yeah, I mean
and they're
that's
all
a
grow bags, so it's just gonna
yeah.
be picking with the design.
It's a great design. They're doing a great job over there. They do work. Everyone in the industry uses them. They're worldwide. The glass jar is kind of out of it now. Now we're using the Grove bags, and the turkey bags are for turkeys, so we don't use that shit. You know, you know. So yeah.
Oh shit.
So I do a lot of growing. I use cocoa and perlite, and a big shout out to the Bucket Company. That's kind of who I use the dirt and stuff from. They're local here in Michigan. And then the nutrient line I'm using is Emerald Harvest. I've gotten pretty close to the representatives and just Emerald Harvest nutrient company themselves. They've been like a huge part of my success. They actually I was kind of bummed because at BizCon I didn't know this, but they actually had made a sweatshirt, a hoodie, and it's like Emerald Harvest times Freegrow8, and they took one of my pictures and they put it on the back of the hoodie. I had no idea they made that, so like I was so bummed when I couldn't go there and get it. I didn't even know they did that, but they sent me a video of like, and they ended up sending me two hoodies. It was just, it's like it's such a good feeling to like have people like your work, not just your cannabis, but just
Yeah.
like just the art side of everything. Because to me, cannabis is, it's an art to grow it, and it's art. You know,
Mm-hmm.
how many times do you go in a doctor's office and you have these motivational pictures with like flowers on it or something? There's
Mm-hmm.
no reason. Like, to me, every business should have cannabis on the walls with a motivational quote underneath it, because at the end of the day, it's just a plant, you know.
Right.
So I've gotten some pictures into. There's a dispensary here called Vibe, so I've gotten a couple pictures in there. They have them on their walls, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to Jay to hooking me up doing that. So that's my buddy. I've met a lot of really cool people doing all of this. And um, just inspiring other people. A lot of people, I get a lot of messages saying that I inspire them, and it's just the feeling. I love the feeling. I really like the feeling. Um, you know, that's why on my page you'll see a lot of times I'll say chase your dreams. Because
Mm-hmm.
if you think it, you can do it.
Yep,
Uh,
for sure.
and that's not just doesn't go for cannabis. If you have a dream, there's no reason you can't be successful with what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
There's so many things that you can do with cannabis. I was like I've seen so many shows where they just cook with cannabis and
Cooking with
then
cannabis, yeah.
yeah, they're just strictly making like apps. It's just
Yeah.
crazy, bro. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just like
no, it is. Cannabis,
clothing and
it's natural. It's from the earth. It's from Mother Earth. It's from the Lord. God created cannabis as a natural remedy. And, I'm sure you guys are well aware of the pharmaceutical company. That shit's the devil, It's all about
Yep.
money, and it's just a lot of people have been addicted to pills and they've switched to cannabis and it's really changed their life, So and I wish everyone. I feel like everyone that smoke should grow their own. There shouldn't, like in
yeah.
Texas. I know it's like probably illegal to even grow it. So I think that's absolutely ridiculous. After weed became legal
Well,
and
I don't do nothing, bro. To be honest.
oh yeah, oh I
Yeah,
know.
yeah, it just grows itself, bro. It's like
Yeah,
I don't do
you.
nothing.
Yeah, you don't even
I'm
have to do
I'm
it.
just
It's a natural. It's a
I'm
weed.
just
It's natural. It
yeah
grows naturally.
yeah. I'm just a creep watching it grow.
Yeah, pretty.
Just
Taking
like
pictures.
yeah, girl, dancing with it in the bathroom, like what
Yeah,
a
yeah.
yeah.
Whoever would have thought cannabis would be where it is today? Not me. You know.
Yeah, bro. I'm just an admirer from a distance.
Yeah,
It
and
just
there's no reason. Even alcohol.
not not
Alcohol's so much worse than cannabis too. It's not just.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Oh my
This,
goodness, yeah.
it's
but
fun, but you just can't control it, bro. Like after yeah, one shot you feel a little nice buzz, but even one shot for somebody that's never really drank could fuck somebody up. So
yeah, I don't drink. Yeah, alcohol has ruined my side of the family. So I don't drink. Every single one of my aunts and uncles are all alcoholics. So I have stayed far clear from it, just because it's ruined our family. So I don't drink.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't really even smoke a whole lot anymore, which blows people's minds when I tell them that. But I've kind of taken a break on cannabis. I'm really trying to make this successful. People say that I've already been successful, but I would really like to get some of this clothing, into these retail stores. Whenever you go to a dispensary, all you're going to really see is the dispensary name on a plain T-shirt. It's not really
Mm-hmm.
like something like this. It's just it's cool. It's comfortable, and I got my logo on there, and um,
Mm-hmm.
it's an art. Cannabis is art. So it's just a plant. I love growing it. Love watching it grow. Like I said before, it's seen me cry all kind. Like it's seen me cry more than humans have. So that's where that's where I go and I kind of meditate when I'm in the zone. It's just like a calming relaxation of meditation. You
Mm-hmm.
know. So
yeah,
they're and
definitely
they're
on a
never they're
stressful
never
day.
complaining. So
Yeah, they won't talk shit back to you.
No, no, that's for sure. Yeah.
They'll be tired and they'll probably weep a little bit when they're hungry. Like, hey, bro, you kind of
Yeah.
forgot to feed me today, but I still love you. If
Yeah,
you feed me, if
it's
you feed
you
me,
know
I'll
at the
just
end
fill
of the
my back
day
up. Like,
it's at the end of the day it's a weed, and you know weeds are extremely hard to kill. All you got to do is show them some love, and you know you'll reap the rewards.
yeah,
Hmm.
So yeah, shout out to Emerald Harvest. Shout out to Microbe Life Hydroponics. Brett and I are really close, and you know and it all has to do with pictures. With the pictures, it's not so much of just like growing good cannabis, but the photography has really captured people, which is really cool. So it's just what I like to do. Grow your
yeah.
own, yeah. So
Yeah. Well, I
Any
definitely
big
appreciate
plans
you
on the
taking.
horizon?
what's that?
I said, any new plans coming up or anything?
The Emerald Harvest or American Auto Flower Cup. I mean, I could catch a flight at the last minute. I'm still watching to see if any of the flights change. I don't want to go fly at night till the next morning. So,
Mhm.
plus I don't have a whole lot of money to go out there. But you never know. I might just drop in. Um,
Yeah, it'd be
and
nice, bro. I might swing by. It would be nice to meet you in person. I
are you
might,
going?
I think so. I might just come last minute. If like I want to
Yeah,
take a
it's
really
still up
quick
in the
one.
air. I mean, it's still got a month or two, a month away. So you never know. I could get a deal on a flight at the last minute, and I'll go. You know, last year I went early and I helped set the place up, which was really fucking cool. I got to
Nice.
put. I don't know if you saw all they had the buds in the glass with all the buds on top of the jars as a showcase. I set that up and made good friends with the guy that's putting it together, and they let me come and just put the tables together, put the chairs together. It's just like it's just fun being out in California. It's such a beautiful place, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, go back to home. Go back to my hometown.
Yeah. So the Emerald Cup, and then come summertime, you know, there's always events going on here in the state of Michigan. So my goal this summer is to win at least one trophy with Bulletproof Genetics. You know, now that he can't win them, you know, he's obviously not here. So my plan
Yeah.
is to try to win with his genetics, create new genetics from Bulletproof. Um, Try to win a trophy, and then at the end of the year, the Emerald. It's not the MJ BizCon, but they're the. Have you ever heard of the MJs?
Hmm. Yeah.
I'm trying to. I would really like to be nominated for Content Creator of the Year. You know, they do that
That's cool.
content. They do that Content Creator of the Year. Um,
Right.
I would. I would really like to. I've been tagging them in all my shit, so I know they're seeing it because they read it. You know, they read my
Nice.
messages. So I would really like to be at least nominated for Content Creator of the Year.
Hmm.
I'm gonna see what the Lord lays out for me and kind of just go from there. You know,
Hmm.
um, there was a quote I said today or the other day. It's even if you're like taking baby steps, it doesn't matter how fast, as long as you're consistently moving forward. You
Hmm.
know, there is no pace. It's not a marathon. But if you make friends and connections daily, like some of these bigger companies, you never know what can happen. You know, so it's just by the grace of God, I'm still able to do what I love, and you know, we'll see what this year has in store. Hopefully, make myself into a couple more magazines. You know I'm in the next issue of Skunk magazine. I actually became really close with Julie, the owner of Skunk. She's an amazing person. She's well known in the cannabis industry. Uh, we actually have a collaboration of clothing. Um, if you go to Skunk Magazine website and go to the merchandise and
Hmm.
scroll all the way down, I have about 15 to 20 different products in her with everything that says skunk on it is all my photography, which uh,
Nice.
yeah, but it just like we have a couple hoodies with it's a picture of my pictures, but it just says skunk or skunk on the shirt or on the look. So if you go to the Skunk Magazine website and scroll to the merchandise, you'll see her merchandise, and then you'll really see, like, if you scroll down, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's you can't
Yeah.
miss it. The prints that I have really kind of stand out. Hey, Frankie's. That's yeah, he's a good dude too, man. I met him at the American Auto Flower Cup last year. So just
Yeah,
making new friends, man. Like we're almost like a small family, if you would, you know, which is
yeah,
really cool. You know, you just make friends, and we all have the same interests, and it's all cannabis. You know, and hopefully at the end of the year, I'll be able to go to the MJ BizCon.
yeah.
So
I'm definitely planning.
you saw the picture, the microbe life hydroponics, right?
Yeah,
That
I
was
got I got to take a couple pictures on the booth.
yeah,
Yeah,
that was my picture from
I was,
Fastbud.
yeah, I was with Chubbs and Good Buddy at the time when we were taking the
Yeah,
pictures with her.
microbe life hydroponics. That backdrop that they used for their booth is my picture. My pictures. It's fucking sweet. Like to have your picture advertised at the MJ BizCon is like
Mm-hmm.
the feeling. It just gives you goosebumps. You know. So
Yeah, that
yeah, it's
was
a good
sweet.
feeling. Yeah, it's exciting. I'm having fun just doing what I do, and um, you know, I grow cannabis, take pictures, and really just hanging out with my children. I do have a regular job, so uh, you know, I'm just consistently busy with work, and growing is like an everyday thing. So I really don't have any days off, which it it's good. Yes, we are family, man. Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, Frankie's good dude.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
I met,
he welcomed me over to the house during the MJ Biz event, and
yeah, dude,
they
I was so
treated
bummed.
me good, bro. So
Oh man, I'm so bummed I didn't get to go. It just sucks. The whole
hey,
thing
bro,
was fucking stupid.
th- this year's
Like,
coming up real fast. Fucking, we can start planning ahead. We can start fucking getting a nice chill pad, or at least make plans. And
yeah, 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 man. They had a beautiful
time goes
place.
by fast.
I saw all the pictures of the Airbnb. It just looked absolutely incredible, and it was
That's
all
what it was
decorated with
badass.
fast buds and stuff, which was fucking sweet. So yeah, Sebastian, Chubbs, Good Buddy Flowers, those are my, and Kevin from Fast Buds, those are all my guys. You know, when we get together, it's like we're brothers. You know, we just have the best of time, man. It's so much fun, and to be in Vegas of all places. So yeah, it's fun. I love what I do. I'm thankful. So yeah,
Yeah.
shout out to Fast Buds too. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll be taking screenshots. I'm gonna go back and watch the video and make clips, and then go on my page and tag them all. I know it was fun. It is fun. MJ BizCon is fucking sweet. Have you ever you guys have been? Yeah, you've been. Yeah.
I,
Haven't.
I've I've gone, but we're gonna make sure Miss Vixen comes with us this
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, you should go. It's so much fun. It is walking around, meeting all kinds of people, and you know, stuff of that nature, making connections. You know, so
Definitely make a connection, bro. I was in the middle of the street when I ran into
Yeah.
Green Planet Nutrients. I was like, I know you, and they're like, hey, I've seen you on Instagram.
it's
I
like
was
a
like,
lot
that's
of these
fucking
people,
awesome.
like you see them in person, you're like, no way, that's them. You know, you know. It's like I saw Mike Tyson there the year previous, and I'm like, oh my God, there's Mike
Yeah,
Tyson.
bro, I was just like right there, side by
Yeah,
side. I was
there's,
like,
oh my God, there's Exhibit right there. He's a rapper. Yeah,
I didn't even know it was Method Man that he was all in the ski mask, right, recording. He passed right behind me with the crew and everything. I was like,
yeah.
and
The
then later
first,
on, at the end of the day, I ended up finding out that he was the one behind the mask, and he had a little interview. I was like,
yeah,
oh,
I did go to not this past year, but the year prior. I went to BizCon and wearing the ski mask and the goggles and just weed canopy, weed shirt, weed shorts. Everyone's like, "Who the fuck is that guy? Why does he have a ski mask on?" Just everyone kind of just comes to you and wants to know your story. So
Yeah.
that was another reason for the ski mask, because I really feel it's a marketing strategy.
Mm.
People want to know who's behind the mask and why do you wear a mask. You're in a legal state, but you're wearing a mask. So it's kind of a marketing strategy. And when I'm going places like events, people just want to talk to you. They want to know your story, and why are you wearing a mask? So yeah, it's just fun. Like if I was just here talking, showing my regular face, no one would probably care too much. But you know, it is what it is.
I don't know. Sometimes I was like, if you're still producing the same amount of work, you still want to get to know the person. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
Well, at least
yeah,
to me, it doesn't really matter how you look. That's like
yeah,
if you like something that you're producing and
yep,
what you do in your own life or how you look like, bro.
yeah.
Don't.
I agree. Well, I do catch a lot of shit. People do make fun of me, but I really don't give a fuck what anyone else. I'm not doing this for anyone but myself. So,
Right.
Yeah, I
you
seen that
know,
there was a little bullying going on with the cannabis creators that had masks, and
yeah.
I don't condone any of that. Uh,
Madman
you
Plant.
just yeah, Madman is pretty chill dude. I got to
Yeah.
meet him in person, and
Madman Plant has just caught a lot of shit because of his mask, but I don't understand because I wear a mask, and at the end of the day, I really don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks.
hi, bro. Like you said, producing your work is what's gonna show at the end of the day. Like, and the haters are gonna hate because they ain't
Yeah,
got what you got, or
yeah,
they ain't at the level that you ain't. So
yeah. Oh yeah, I get that 100%. But if you're receiving hate at all, it's because you're doing something right. So you just got to be unique to yourself. Be yourself. Give these people positive energy. Positive energy just like you walk into a room and people can feel that shit. People can feel your energy and they just want to flock to you and talk to you. You know. So it's all about positive energy and positive aura. So yeah, it's been fun. It's been a fun 7, 8 years doing this.
no
Time
problem,
flies.
bro. Hey, I wish you many more amazing years, bro.
Thank you.
I feel like it's only gonna step up. If you
Mhm.
want it to step up, for
I'm
sure. But
I'm
like,
trying. That's kind of why I've taken a break with smoking because I really wanted to like utilize all of my brain power and all my energy into trying to actually make this happen. And um, I just felt I felt after the divorce I really just kind of just I really took a break from cannabis smoking it. I find myself more into the growing part of it, and just helping other people. I do have a couple medical patients that don't, that I help give stuff to, and
Yeah.
it's just such a good feeling when you're able to help someone with like cancer or whatever their illnesses are. You know, so
Yeah.
hell
that's what I
yeah,
really enjoy. The feedback and the photography has really. I just love to take pictures. I love being an artist. So,
Mhm.
it's fun. As you know, what is Vixen, right?
Yeah, Vixen.
Okay. I'm not very good with names, so
Oh,
sorry.
you're fine.
So yeah. So we'll see what happens. Just
Mhm.
keep pushing forward 1 foot at a time, and just keep going towards your dreams. If anyone can learn anything, it's just to chase your dreams. You can accomplish anything you put your mind to.
Mhm.
So that's kind of what it's about, helping other people follow their dreams. I would love to see everyone successful with whatever they want to do. Uh,
Mhm.
right.
so I just like to see people happy and successful and chasing their dreams. That's really what it's about for me. I'm a dream chaser. So,
Same.
uh, when I graduated high school, I packed my car and I moved to Colorado because I wanted to snowboard. I didn't even have a place to live. I found a place when I got out there. I like stayed in a campground for like 30 days prior to finding a place to stay, and I didn't even have a job. And so, like, out of high school, I've been chasing dreams, and then I came home and I worked in the restaurant industry, and I bought a restaurant, and then unfortunately it didn't go the way as planned. But now I'm into the cannabis, and I really feel like God is He's putting me where I need to be, if that makes sense.
Definitely.
So
That's like when you said you see something before, like you see the picture, you see the flower, you see the terps, you see it, how you want to take the picture. You do
yeah,
the same thing with your future
yeah,
or with solutions and problems. And
yeah. Manifesting is really big. If
yeah, I saw
manifesting,
that post
yeah,
that you had.
yeah, manifesting your dreams, manifesting. And it's not about huge goals. You just set a goal for the day. You wake up, you set a goal, you accomplish it, and if you can continue to do that every single day, you can do whatever you want to.
Mm-hmm.
If you have the courage to think it, if you have the courage to speak it, then you're all set.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's about it, really. Just
Definitely appreciate you taking time out of your night, bro, and coming and hang
yeah,
out with us.
I really don't do a whole lot of these interviews or podcasts, but if you ever want to talk again or whatever, just
Anytime,
you know,
bro. So if you ever want to chill just
Absolutely.
on a personal level, hang out on
yeah,
Discord, fucking
For sure.
feel
yeah.
free.
And to me, it'd be nice to meet some of these people in person, like to meet you guys in person and um, stuff of that nature. Like if you go to MJ BizCon, I'd like to meet you guys in person, or the American Autoflower Cup.
Yep.
Uh, I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to make my way. It really just depends on the flights, so it's gonna be a last minute decision.
For me, it just depends on if I can get my truck to get repaired on time.
Yeah,
Worst case scenario, then I'll take the flight. I haven't really been aware of all these flight accidents until recently.
yeah,
Um,
man, it's
yeah, I try to
crazy.
stay away from all this,
Media
like,
news.
yeah, media news and other things, because they never really dare to tell you anything that's good. They're always there to fucking make what's going on extreme, make it just blow it up, fucking make it worse than what it is.
Oh, absolutely. That's what they get paid. That's what they get
Yeah.
paid to do. But God's watching us all, so He's gonna put you where you need to be. So you're always at
Frankie's had a question.
yeah, Frankie's. Yeah, I'm still using the iPhone. Yes, sir.
Mhm.
Yep.
Mhm.
What I do is I've Googled camera settings like professional. You can go on Google and figure out the best photography for the iPhone, and then go in the iPhone and change all the settings to the best. You know,
Mhm.
yeah, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
mess with
but
it.
dude, you don't need a five. Yeah, I mean some of these bigger people like I can't remember off the top of my head, but some of these other people have these huge expensive cameras, which their photography is fucking amazing. But I kind of wanted to just create my own style,
Mhm.
and that's kind of what I've done, and it's just been with the iPhone. So these phones nowadays are just as good as any other professional camera, you know.
They are, bro. Yeah,
So
they
and they
are when
just
they're good.
yeah.
As like one that I'm using right now, luckily is only working on the front side. I'm not sure if it's looking good or not, but at least on the other back side, it starts like this, it starts
Yeah, no,
magnificent.
you look
It
good,
starts
man. You're
another
looking good.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, this phone's been run over by a semi truck, and
Oh boy.
I'm sure you
Yeah.
guys know how heavy those motherfuckers are.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So
But yeah, talking
I
about doing
painted
good
one.
stuff.
yeah.
You said you painted one?
Yeah, I've airbrushed the fenders on one of them. That was
Hell yeah.
last year. Yeah,
That's
it had
cool.
the logo as like the cartel, and then it had burning $100 bills like flying backwards.
No
Damn.
shit.
Chips. Yeah.
That's cool, man. That's cool. That's such talent. Taking it from like uh, pulling it out of your brain and putting it on something like with paint. That's just it's crazy.
Yeah.
You're very talented. Like, have you ever heard of? There's a guy named called Alec Monopoly. He goes around all over the place and he paints Monopoly pieces on
Mm.
Oh,
like. You have to check him out. Like, it's his name is Alec Monopoly. He does some of the craziest work, and it all has to do with like the Monopoly. Its shit is just. I mean, he's
that's
world
awesome.
known worldwide. It's shit's incredible.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, so I'm a big fan of art.
Hell yeah, bro. You gotta taste it in every style you can.
Yeah.
You know, I've actually been fucking watching for like about a week now. It's called shit. I'm having a hard time thinking right now, but it's they pretty much make costumes out of people with makeup.
Yeah. Oh
Uh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
body painting. Yeah.
Yeah. Like the Avatar movies.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah, and it's actually from and then they bring like live people that made movies and famous actors and all these things, and they're like, "What do you think?" And I'm like, this is fucking crazy, bro. Like some of the things that they could
Oh, I
come up
know.
with.
Yeah, dude, it's
Yeah.
crazy. It's fun.
It's
It's
definitely a
all. Oh, well, I appreciate you guys having me on.
No
yeah. Thank
worries.
you again, bro.
It's
Yeah, I was
enjoy.
like,
I
whenever.
enjoyed it very much. So, and it's
Yeah,
cool having an artist on too.
yeah. It's always nice talking to someone that really like uh, knows what I mean and appreciates
Hmm.
the art aspect of everything.
Yeah.
So
And
Hey,
that's
just
cool.
the humble side of it too, though. I don't think that's what some people get. That's kind of why it's so cool to see your work either in a magazine or to get these small accolades. It's not about the props. It's not about like the popularity behind it, or uh, leap size contest, or anything like that, or peacock or anything, because what it is, it's just that, man, it's something that you created, that came
Yeah.
from your heart, that
Uh
came
huh.
from your mind, and you actually like brought it into reality, and then to have somebody like in awe of it, or to just to see that, man, that's the most humbling thing on the planet.
Yeah, it
So
is. Yeah, it is. I love the feeling. That's why I continue to do it.
mhm.
Watching other people, and then people are doing it themselves, and it's just such a
Yeah,
good feeling. And then hey, you did, for me to tell them they're doing a good job, it's like I made their day,
yeah.
So it's just,
Right.
it's all around. I love it. I love it. So I
Hmm.
wouldn't change anything.
For sure.
So,
you know, one
all
of the
right.
things I like to do for sure. Whenever I get a follow or whatever, just go check the page out and see what they've been posted, and
Yeah, I've checked
if
out
they have.
every single one of my followers. I always try to show love to them or go to their page, and just just give them positivity. This is a beautiful picture. You're doing a great job. Anything, because
Hmm.
it's all about supporting the person next to you.
Yeah,
You never know what the person across from you is going through, and one single hello
exactly.
or how are you doing could change their whole aspect of the day. So,
That, and just giving people grace too.
yeah.
Maybe they didn't react the way you wanted them to, or or somebody. We just don't know what people are going through.
Oh, absolutely. Everyone's different, and everyone is going through their own. You know, we're all struggling. We're all going through the same thing right now with the economy and all that shit. So we're all in the same boat, and all it takes is just a random person to say hello, and we'll change their whole fucking
Mhm.
day. So
Yeah,
it's all about positivity and good energy.
right.
So, but
Yeah.
we'll have to get back on here and chat another time. I'd love to.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
absolutely, for sure.
You're
So.
welcome anytime, bro.
All right. Well, thank you guys for having me. Big shout
Thank
out to
you.
you guys. You guys doing a great job. Keep up the great work.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. So,
I'm gonna
all right,
hang
you
out
guys.
for just a minute before we hop off here.
What's that?
Oh, I said hold on for just a moment
Yeah.
backstage. I'll be able to chat with you for just a second.
You want?
Alrighty. Yeah. You guys
Yeah,
wanna
just hang on.
head up?
Okay.
You guys wanna head over to Sly Loco? Sly Loco is live actually right now.
Oh
We're
yeah,
actually
check
past
it out.
18 minutes, but if you guys want to come and blow them up, man, show them some love.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all. Later.
All right, later, guys.
See ya.